Good morning, folks. Welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good Sunday morning. Mine is starting with coffee, as per the usual. You gotta say it right, coffee. So good. And wow, I made that one perfect. Perfect temperature, perfect amount of sweetness. Mwah. I forgot to check on the status of the man bun there. I guess we're good. It'll have to do because I'm ready to go here. Alright, I think we're good. So folks, I got my proper Zelda attire on today with my proper Zelda mug going on. So we are full Zelda today. And just to show you on the map where we're going, see if I can multitask here. I'm doing this whole thing over here. I want to go up and do this little shrine puzzle here. That'll be a lot of fun. The Vortex thing, super fun. I've already done all this, you know, but I'll put a link in the description for that one. That's a whole nother deal up there. And then, yeah, Skull Lake, same thing. There's a shrine to do's there. Or not Skull Lake, Death Rush Mountain. That's not right either. Hold on, I'll get it. Gut Check Challenge. Whew! Death Rush Mountain. Where did that come from? See, that's what happens when I multitask. I split my focus and then it's just not there. And then, guys, from there, we're just going to go over and wrap things up over here at Typhoid Ruins, is what I call it, because I can never pronounce that word. So yeah, it should be a fun stream. We got some coffee, we got some action going on. There's going to be some Lionel killing too, just because I can. Actually, there's one kind of on the way. So he has to die. So before I get into it, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, I always appreciate that. Good morning, Wanda, Dee Dee, Boomin. Hey, what's up, guys? Good to see y'all today. Good morning to you too, Dee Dee. Thank you. Yeah, it's definitely a good morning. I'm just not quite 100% awake yet. Like, I still have a little bit of the behind the eye fog, I guess. Is a good way to put that? Nothing another 10,000 cups of coffee won't fix. Yeah, I was kind of narrowing it down to Tyflow because I like broke it up when I was typing in my description today. Like PHLO, I was like flow, the crow, the no, you know, that kind of deal. I was like, so okay, it's got to be flow, and then it's either thy, like warm thy heart, or Ty. So yeah, I had it narrowed down to either Tyflow or Thyflow. They don't give you pronunciation keys, so I have fun trying to pronounce things in this game. Don't even get me going on the shrine names. Whoo! Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of the way. Don't forget your bingo cards. Thank you again so much, Dee Dee, for bringing that to us here. And I think I've already said a bingo word today. Coffee! There it is. Hey Marigold, welcome. Good to see you. Thai Ruins. Yeah, I like that. Thai Ruins. Or Flow Ruins. The Flow. The Crow. I'm not going to get that out of my head now. Wanda, the ruins. I like it. That coffee is so good today. And I'm going to forget how I did it, and then it's not going to be right the next time. I don't know. It always happens. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers, a peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper did pick a peck of pickled peppers, where are the peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? Well, you might have actually been able to understand at that time. Okay, we're good. We are a hot mic. So I will go ahead and get myself out of the way and we'll dive right into this. Toodles. Alright, guys. Yeah, quite a lot to do today. I don't know how long this is going to take. I might blow through these pretty quick. I don't really know. It's been a hot minute since I've really been over here. I don't believe I did any of these in the master mode. I don't remember doing Typhoid Ruins at all. I don't remember doing the Vortex at all. Or maybe I did do the Vortex. I can't remember. It seems like the last time I was here was in TOTK because I was fighting with the sled the whole time. But yeah, we'll go ahead and do a quick intro here. Welcome back, folks. Level Up Royal here with you once again. And guys, we're going to be doing some shrine puzzles today. There's a whole bunch of them. And to get to my first one, I'm going to be getting Thunder. Lightning and the Thunder. Wait a minute, I'm jumping the gun. This comes last. Wait a minute, this doesn't come any. What am I even doing over here? I totally forgot the steps. Yeah, we're going to be going way down here. Kind of by Zora's. And this one is kind of a puzzle. There's a shrine there. Your beeper's probably beeping and you're like, where is the shrine? It's underground. So yeah, that's kind of a shrine puzzle. We're going to start there. Matter of fact. Ah, the Nectar of the Gods. So I think it was... I can't remember now. Might be, perhaps. Let me know that coffee is actually like a brand name. I had no idea. I should be getting free coffee for life, and I never knew. It's spelled with a Q, though, so like it throws it off. Alright, so yeah, back to our map overview here. Shrine puzzle number 1, underground. Shrine puzzle number 2, and again, it's not really a puzzle per se, but it is underground and it is a bit out of the way. So yeah, we're gonna go get that bad boy while we're at it. And from there, we can take a nice, easy flight down, and we're gonna do Into the Vortex. A lot of fun. Really enjoy that one. Preparatory note, you're gonna want a high-speed meal. And I'll show you how to cook those here shortly. I've already done the labyrinth, so if you guys want eyes on that, I will put a link in the description below for all the labyrinths. Moving on from there, I do believe I want to knock this out just because we're on that right now, shrine puzzles, and that's kind of a puzzle. Go ahead and pin all these out for you. And then, of course, there is the Gut Check Challenge. Booyah. That's a lot of fun. Moving on from there, guys, I am going to hit this bad boy nest. Reason being, there's 2 Dragonbone Moblin clubs there that are leveled. And I want those clubs. Granted, they're probably both going to be long throw. Excuse me, the frog is back. And then from there, guys, we're going to enter Typhoid Ruins from the east. I like to come in from here. There's a land bridge. So it gets super dark super quick. You're not going to be able to see what you're doing in there, but we can beeline it right to the Hinox, get him dead, get the shrine, bada bing, bada bang. So folks, before I get into this, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, I always appreciate that. Shush. Ah, check this out. That's right. We've got bad boy trouble. I totally forgot these horsemen and archers. These guys are like deadly accurate too. All of them, not just the silver. They're all deadly. Oh, where's my bow? I was wondering what malfunctioned there when I went to do my bullet time. Yikes! Oh, I can't believe I actually still hit him. So yeah, totally forgot about these guys. Normally, like DLC, you know, I would just summon my horse here, and then I would do the whole horseback thing, but I don't have that luxury right now. Right in the fights. Or back of the head, whatever that is. I don't believe he's the only one. Look at that bow he's holding. That will do some damage, my friend. A lot of damage. And I have no idea why I'm even carrying these weapons right... Oh, that's right, I did the croc trials. I thought I dropped these. Apparently I did not drop them. I like to stop short of that final swing so it doesn't go tossing him, then I have to go running around trying to go get him. Okay, not a bad burner bow. Good, I already got rid of the shield. Maybe I kept that because it was attack power up and I just did it out of principle. That's right, it's all coming back. I kept that one out of principle. Alright guys, plenty of fun stuff to do on the way over to our shrine puzzle. And that's going to be here at this lake. Lake Grotto, or whatever that is. Yulria Grotto. Fun stuff to do on the way. And I thought there were more archers out here. I'm not seeing them. So maybe it's just the two. If I was a betting man, I would have lost money. Oh, no, there are more. Okay, so yeah, definitely got another silver here. Wow, quarter heart! Hot dog! Game on! You just saw those hearts vanish! Whoo! I have no idea how many hearts that was, but that was not more than, or less than like 10 or so. That was pretty insane. Wowzers. Whoops. Oh, that thing does not last long. I just started using that sword. Let's see what tagged me. A durability? Durability. Hey, Leah, welcome, welcome. Good to see you this fine morning. Afternoon. Well, it might be morning for you, I don't know. It's afternoon for me. Just barely afternoon, so... If everything is relative, then yeah, I guess it's still kind of my morning too. Alright guys, we don't have Ascend in this game, but I did want to point out a couple gemstone nodes here. Booyah. Those are always fun. You never know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates. Although, I don't understand that analogy, because whenever I've had a box of chocolates, the lid tells you exactly what you're gonna get. Like, exactly. It says, disgusting dark chocolate orange truffle. And you know exactly what that piece is gonna taste like. So yeah, I don't understand that whole you never know what you're gonna get. Because I have not yet been in that position. Anyway, enough about chocolate. I'm gonna start making myself hungry here. And I still have like 2.5 pounds of M&Ms left. Where Where am I going? I'm trying to get up there without having to do a ton of climbing. I seem to be having issues with my buttons. Ah, check that out. Forgot those were here. Nice! Ah, I just got home from church. Alright. Yeah, I guess it is a little bit later on the East Coast there. Okay, got a treasure chest. Opal, huh? Opal. At least it wasn't long throw. I'm okay with the opal. Couple of decent stones there. Okay, I believe there was a croc seed up here, but I didn't see it. Wait a minute, that croc seed is over there, I bet. Nope, it's right here. Aha. And this one is not your friend. I remember wasting many of arrow on this particular croc seed. So I guess the best thing to do is just kind of line it up where it stops somewhere. And then just anticipate that stop. And then fire your arrow maybe just a split second early because they're so far away. Like, that's the deceiving part. Wow, that one's going to take forever. Okay, but I got the aim right. And wow, that's a good long pause there too. So yeah, next time around. Come on, baby. Whew. Okay, and the last but not least, I believe the last one's on the hard deck here somewhere. Yep. Believe it or not, this one's like one of the harder ones. You really have to anticipate. Shoot that arrow pretty early there. See, I even missed, and that was super early. So I'll have to do it super earlier. I missed again. Maybe aim a little higher. There we go. 10 points. 109 Karak seeds. Just to show you on the map where that bad boy was. Speaking of bad boys, there is a bad boy nest up there. I remember it being pretty fun, but I don't remember what the loot is. Speaking of like other fun stuff here, guys, check these waterfall lakes, like especially that one up there. So many fish. Like, hot dog. The mighty carp, they are in there. So yeah, definitely a good time. And the gemstones, guys, the nodes are around. They're a little bit spread out, but you can see there's a couple over there. I don't know if you can see. As murky as it is in my game right now, you might even not be able to see those. But of course I'm going to get them because they're shiny. Where's my rock breaker? A royal claymore for a rock breaker. That's how you know you're having a good game. Alright. So yeah, this one, guys, I can't remember which cliff wall it is now. I think it's under this. So I'll just put a marker there just to kind of designate where you need to go. You can see that on my mini map. And then it's tricky because you have to get kind of like underneath, otherwise your bomb arrow doesn't work. So you have to kind of like get under this overhang, but far enough away from where you're going to hit with the bomb arrow so you don't blow yourself up. Ask me how I know. And then just kind of shoot for like the opposite side there just again to keep the blast out of your face. And then because it's not raining under here, you're safe to make a climb. And get yourself back up there. And I do believe this one's like a modest test of strength. But I can't really remember for sure. Modest test of strength. Okay. I might as well, since we're here. And since I know I got the weapons, we have the technology. So yeah, arm up, suit up, and eat up. Absolutely. I always like shock arrows just to kind of keep him stunned out of whatever attack he might be going into. Always get that ancient proficiency rocking and rolling. All the damage multipliers stack. I'm not going to bother with the attack power meal here. It's just a modest, so it should die pretty quickly. Oh, then again. Yeah. Decisions. Oh, that's right. He sidesteps. Settle down, Beavis. I'm not standing behind him. I'm breaking my golden rule of guardian fights here. Maybe I can corner him? Haha! Nice! But yeah, he dies pretty quick. I mean, all those damage multipliers, if I eaten the attack power meal, he would have died a little bit quicker. You could have probably shaved about a third of that time off there that it took me to kill him. Not a bad deal. I'm not sure how that math works out, so forget I just said that. So folks, I genuinely hope that helped you all out. Until the next time, best of luck, happy hunting. Alright, we're not done streaming yet. They didn't used to tell you. Right. That's right. So, I can't remember, like, how far back in the day that was, but I remember at one point, you really didn't know. And then at some point, like, all of a sudden, everyone knew. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I remember the half-eaten chocolates back in the box. Back in that day, though, like, it was okay for the family that shared germs. Like, it was just a different way of thinking, so it didn't matter. Only the best quality chocolates. So funny thing, speaking of back in the day, I just read a news article. It was like... oh my god, I can't remember now. See, I can't... my memory's fading. I can't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. That's right, I didn't eat breakfast this morning. The original old school Zelda game. The Legend of Zelda. 8-bit NES. Launched like 38 years ago or something. Today. Well, not today, you know. This is a couple of days old now, this article would have been. So probably a couple of days ago. I think it was the 22nd. Anyway, whatever it was, yeah. It was like the anniversary of the original Legend of Zelda game. And I totally forgot to talk about that on Friday, because I think that was the anniversary day, as a matter of fact. So yeah, pretty freaking cool. And yeah, I remember like being in high school, you know, playing that video game, thinking it was the coolest thing ever. It felt open world, even though it wasn't by any means. But it gave you the feel that you were in a big open world, and it was just amazing. Alright guys, from here, there might be some other goodies around here. For example, Korok Seed. A little bit of a bad boy nest over here. I'm just going to kind of bypass all that stuff for right now and get to the islands. It's my island. Oh yeah, another Korok Seed. Since this one's on the way, I will go ahead and scoop him up. I call these guys little swimmers, because it's like they're swimming through the grass. Yeah, Marigold, so I don't know what it is, but sometimes the colors don't match the flavors. Like, I don't know how they do that. Like, you bite into something, and by the color, it looks like it should be delicious in there. But then you start chewing into it a little bit, and the flavor starts coming out, and you're like, whoa! It's like drinking iced tea when you thought you were going to pick up a Coke. You know, it's just not the same, and it kind of surprises you, and you end up spitting it out all over your partner. Ask me how I know. Sorry, Lioness. Alright, yeah, so there's like lots of stuff here. All these little islands just have all sorts of fun stuff. You're gonna find hardy radishes, gemstones, fireflies, and of course it's nighttime, so they got scared. They got scared. I almost got smacked, but I didn't. Because I'm awesome! Alright. Because I'm lucky! Alright, you both need to die so I can focus on this Korok seed here. And I'll show you exactly where I wound up on the map. I got a mighty carp out of that dude. Alright, so map shot. David Island. Wait. They spelled it wrong. For all intents and purposes, this is David Island. Oh, and guys, the big hardy radishes, they are here. Loving that. Throw 5 of those into a cooking pot. You have got yourself a ton of extra hearts. People are always asking me how I always have so many green hearts. That's it. Big hardy radishes. That and of course the hardy durians, which are everywhere. Alright, moving on from that. I do believe there's some more gemstone goodies at our disposal. And you're going to want a good hammer or rock breaker here. Just because when you use bombs, they tend to get lost over the edges. And they are gone forever. Super sad watching a diamond roll over the side into the water and you already know it's gone. Okay, and I do believe there's something up here. They could have given us a better updraft there, just saying. Nintendo, if you're listening, don't skimp on the updrafts. Alright. Next little island, more fun stuff. Oh yeah, cannot forget treasure chest. Oh, that's a gemstone. Ruby, diamond, sapphire, what? That was amazing. Okay, so much fun. Yeah, these islands, they're out of the way, but the loot is pretty condensed. I mean, when you factor in all the gemstone nodes, all the little hidey holes, definitely a good solid hit point for looting. And you saw down below me, there was quite a bit, but again, I'm just going to kind of try to hurry up here. Hey, get back here. They did a hit and run. They're stealing from my playbook. But yeah, anyway, I got kind of cut off there. Check all these little, like, ledges. So much fun stuff. Gemstones, just you name it. And I think my beeper is beeping. There's a little hidey hole over here. Under some rocks. Maybe this one's up top here. This might be the buried treasure. Aha! Okay, so the next one has the hidey hole behind some rocks. Bomb arrows. I'll take it. Huh. I don't know. Maybe it is... There's something over here, but that might just be gemstones. Aha! Gemstones it is. Beware of the Flying Guardian. So you can actually go, you know, kill those and then go down to the water, get your monster parts, and then run yourself out of stam. You'll, you know, warp back up to the top here, or you can just save the game after you've collected your parts, reload the save. It'll also, you know, plant you in the same spot. So there's two different ways there that you can get back up there. But it is one way you can get your monster parts at least, you know, and not waste the ancient arrow that you used to kill the Flying Guardian. Okay, where's my updrafts? There's something down there too, but again, kind of out of the way. I think there's a treasure chest under those boulders. The good thing is we have the updraft, so it's not like you always have to climb all the way back up. They made it easy. They were thoughtful. Oh, it's so hard to walk here. That Rivali's Gale still ain't recharged?
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
That one took its time. Shiny rocks. Oh, that wasn't as exciting as it has been. Ah, nuts. I'm marked for death. The music of all anxiety. I'm pretty sure Nintendo consulted with therapists on how to make the most terrifying music ever. That has since come to be known as the Guardian music. And then they reconsulted with the therapists to bring us the Gloomhands music. I'm not sure which one is worse, but they're both pretty terrifying in their own right. Even the name Gloomhands is pretty horrific. Ooh, rushrooms. Tons of rushrooms. Alright. Just wanted to take another look over. Can't remember. Treasure chest. Well, you know I'm gonna pick that up. Quick swap. 21 versus 17. Yeah, I'll take it. Forgot my stamp. Gotta have the stamp. Respect the stamp. It's saying there's another chest over here somewhere. Ah, bad timing for the rain, Agent Smith. Ooh, did I miss one? How is this possible? Uh-oh. Alright guys, bear with. I'm just checking on the internet here. I might have to restart this stream. If it doesn't fix itself here real soon, I'm going to have to restart. Okay, it looks like it fixed itself. Wow, that was quite a crash. Like everything died. Okay, we're good. I think it saved itself. Yeah, thanks for being patient there, wowzers. I really thought we were dead in the water. Yeah, to answer your questions, we did absolutely lose signal there. And guys, I remember the treasure chest that I remembered. It was on this island. I just didn't look down far enough. It's down here on this slope. I thought it was behind some rocks, but it's like under some rocks. It's hard to explain. Anyway, I'll just show you. Out of my way, Blue. There we go. Thank goodness for the Sheikah slate beeping. Hey Arya, welcome, welcome. Good to see you again. It's never too late. Yeah, Silent Soliloquy. So some of the pink ones were pretty good, but you never knew what flavor it was going to be. It could be some like obscure like pistachio flavor or something. I don't know. But like I like strawberry, I like cherry, you know, that kind of stuff. So as long as it was something I could relate to, I didn't mind the pink ones. The orange ones, yeah, that was probably a dead giveaway. Those were going to be orangey. And then the like brown ones, I would think that was like a chocolate truffle. Not always. Sometimes it was like a nutmeg or just some real like pungent flavor. Silent Soliloquy, welcome back. I forgot to say that, by the way, before I started talking about pink chocolates. That shows you how my mind works. But I like the cookie. Okay, guys. Internet's fixed. I'm going to go ahead and press on here. Hey, Keely! Welcome, welcome. Oh, no! Sorry to hear you had a headache. That's no bueno. I hate those headaches that are just so persistent you can't even, like, get comfortable. There's nothing to do. Like, gaming hurts it, sitting upright hurts it, lying down hurts it. Yeah, just... headaches are not my friend, or yours, or anyone's. And I do believe we have a Korok seed. And I'm probably not even getting them all. Like, there's a lot here. I know there were 2 on this island. Yeah, I probably have gotten them all. I don't believe we had one up top side here. So I believe I can just kind of keep on going here across our islands. Oh, there might be some free lootables up here that are worthwhile. Always got to get my monster parts. Loving it. Okay, no, nothing up here, just the Lizzle. I knew there was something up here, but... Wow, a random razor shroom. Pretty wild. Alright, moving on, guys. Last but not least, this is the one that's going to contain our shrine. Not only that, there's a Korok seed right... Actually, there's quite a lot right here, but I'll do that like after the shrine. The shrine is underground, as I mentioned, right under that plate there. So you can get that plate up, you know, however you prefer. Be aware there's like a gazillion Octoroks here that are going to be pelting you upside the nugget the whole time. You're like in the middle of a firing range. So yeah, go ahead and stasis that thing off if you so desire. I prefer to save my weapons and use a balloon. So once you get that lifted up, you can plop down, go ahead and get on in your shrine. And I don't believe this one's just a blessing. I think we have to do some work here. So I'll go ahead and get in there and do some work. Well, I've been on for 40 minutes and I've only done 1 shrine quest. I need to pick up the pace. Alright guys, this one. Yeah, okay, I remember this one. This is like... Teeter-totter extreme. We'll call this the Teeter-totter shrine. Whoops. Wrong buttons. Go ahead and drop that as high up as you can. Oh, wait a minute. I don't think this one works. Excuse me. Yeah, we gotta burn that down. You can also use a bomb arrow, I believe. Oh, no, wait a minute. That's right. You don't burn these. So we just basically have to shoot down the 2 ropes there. And that'll make that puppy drop. And it really doesn't matter which way you go, as long as one of these starts down. And yes, we do actually need both. Oops. Jeepers. Why are my buttons all wrong today? We do need both pieces of metal here. Go ahead and just set one up. This one, again, just as high as it'll go. Wait a minute, I'm doing something wrong. That's right, we need the barrel to stay with us. I'm forgetting the steps here. I knew that barrel was involved somehow. But we basically need to keep ourselves down while we're hoisting this up. That still doesn't feel right. So go ahead and pick that thing all the way up. Go ahead and drop it. And that should hoist us up into the air enough to get some glider time. Now you might have to do that more than once. I remember, you know, playing with that shrine a little bit. Just keep at it. It'll eventually get you shot up high into the air. And you can get up and over here. And there is a chest if you're sprinting and then you roll your thumb up to jump and open the glider quickly and keep, like, spamming the jump button or the glider button. You should be able to get across that way. But you really got to be sprinting and you really got to be spamming that button. As you can see, I completely missed my glider opening there. So guess what I get to do again? I get to play with the Donkey Kong barrel. The metal barrel. Alright, one more time, hopefully. Last time. Score! And that'll get you out of here. So folks, I definitely hope that helped you all out. Happy hunting. Of course, we're not done yet. Oh, and please take a moment to like the video. I almost forgot to say that. Jeepers. Dark chocolate orange, your favorite. Yeah, my daughter really likes those too. She also likes the raspberry. Those are the two she goes for. Yeah, Arya, these are a lot of fun. I probably haven't even gotten everything, but I could definitely spend some time just on these islands. Gotta check every little nook and cranny, gotta check every little ledge, gotta make sure I get every little, you know, growing pickup. Yeah, good times. Hey, Junior 2K, welcome back. Oh yeah, I got you. I got you, Junior. Yeah, that can get you. Hey, Alan, welcome. I'm just doing some random shrine hunting. We're gonna go hit some shrine quests, and we're gonna end up over here at Typhoid Ruins, as I call it. Ouch. That dude had my number. Just because he actually tagged me, I felt like I needed to make sure he died. And I just want this one to leave us alone while we're down there doing our looting. And I could have sworn there was like a Korok seed here. Bear with me while I locate. It's a yellow flower, so it's definitely here somewhere. Or so I thought. Aha! I could not see that dude. And this one is all over the place. Definitely a traveler. Yeah, ha ha. Yeah, Alan, I should. I know, I need to get off my butt and just find a goddess statue and cash all those in. I have so many spirit orbs. It is redonkulous. Alright, we got bad boy trouble here. But it's worth it. Good weapons, good loot. And he's got a shield out, so an ice arrow will be completely ineffective here. But I can get him to, yep, wind up, so I can get a shot off. Right in the face! And I'm pretty well stocked on inventory, so I don't know if I'm going to bother with these guys. Yeah, he's holding a one-hander. I really don't need the weapon. That just feels like trashing weapons for maybe not such a good weapon. You know, it's going to be long throw. Speaking of long throw, I didn't even notice that. Who put that there? And durability. That was from my modest test of strength shrine. I got double whammied on that one, apparently. Didn't even notice. Oh, wow, what was that? I was not paying attention. I think it was a shield. No? Couldn't have been a shield. Oh, it was a bow. I bet it was a bow. Yep, durability. Alright. Could have used a better bump, but I'll take what I can get. Alright guys, moving on. Let's go do this Vortex thing. There's a really out-of-the-way Karak seed. Like, really out of the way. In fact, it's so far out of the way, I don't know why I'm going after it right now. So, Alan, to answer your question, no, I have not actually played any of those games. A friend recommended that I try Far Cry 4, and I couldn't figure out the mechanics. The button layouts were so different from any other game I had ever played. I just never really invested the time into learning the controls. And I think I wound up giving up on it. But yeah, I hear they're real fun. Just, again, I couldn't jive with the control patterns. I like it, Marigold, the master chef. Alright, there is a Karak seed up here. I'm trying to find the flower. Oh, it's not a flower, it's a... Just to show you exactly where I'm at here. Whoops. Ah, buttons are wrong. There we go. Okay, just south of the Vortex. This Karak seed is not a friendly Karak seed. It is very quick. Very quick. In fact, I almost missed it. Dang. Ah, cool. Yeah, I'm glad you could jive with it. Like I hear a lot about them, that they're super fun, you know. People play them more than once. I wonder if I can just skim it with my feet. Haha! Look at me go! Maybe I can get away with doing that twice. Sweet. Oh man, I'm not gonna get away with this one. Nope! Whoa, I still did. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going. Now where did he go? Uh-oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was more concerned about where my feet were. Yeah, talk about a traveling Karak seed, like... Where did he go? Oh, I see you. So this is why I thought that one wound up on top of the structure. Because there's another Karak seed here. And it's a puzzle block. And it's on top of the structure. So yeah, I knew that wasn't in vain. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and put a map marker here. Just because this is where our shrine quest starts. And you guessed it, we have to run all the way around this thing. Ouch! So yeah, I would highly recommend cooking a high-speed meal or elixir. And just to show you a couple of recipes of said high-speed meals or elixirs. I'll show you those recipes that I cook up. I really like the Fleet Lotus seeds. And you don't have to use Bobkin guts, you can use literally any monster part. I just use the grade A, the guts, for, better time, but they all do the same thing, high level. And then you can also use Swift Violets in there, or you can mix and match the Fleet Lotus Seeds and the Swift Violets. And if you just want to use straight up food, you just toss 4 either Swift Violets or 4 Fleet Lotus Seeds, or you can mix and match those as long as you get 4 in there. And that'll get you a good high level every time. Alright, I'm not going to eat that just yet, because again, there's that other croc seed here somewheres. I want to make sure I get them. Ooh, hardy radish. Wonder how many more are here. Shiny rocks. I don't even need this stuff. What am I doing? The sparkly. The sparkly. I just had a flash of Pirates of the Caribbean movies. The gold, it calls to us. It calls to us. I know the feeling, brother. Alright guys, speaking of that puzzle block. So yeah, that thing is definitely on top of the stone structure there. And... wow, where does this thing go? It's on one of these 2 sides. Probably this side. Aha! Wow, that one will eat your brain just looking at it. Alright, so this is where I am going to eat my speed meal. And guys, always save the game, just in case you decide you want to abort for whatever the reason. I would eat the meal before you drop the hard save. This way, if you decided to go off and do other things, you didn't waste the meal. You can reload that save and you're good to go. But yeah, I like the speed meal. It just helps, kind of get past all the enemy trouble, because, oh, nuts. Because there's a lot. Don't go in the water! Don't go in the water! Yikes! So yeah, the speed meal I just find, just kind of helps me to blow past all this stuff. Now, there are some horseback archers that are very difficult. So, if you really want to take your time and kill all the bad guy trouble along the way, you can absolutely do that. And in fact, I might even set the ball down and kick the archers off the horses, just so I can, walk in peace and not get drilled by arrows. Because every time you get drilled by an arrow, I think Link drops the orb. Super annoying. And look at that, 2 blacks and a silver. That is not a light bad boy nest. And you're also going to have ranged attacks coming in from the water. The Lizzles, they're going to want to spit water at you. Octoroks, guys, the Octoroks are in force. Especially as you start getting into the inner part of the circle here. So yeah, there is no peace, there is no quiet. And see, I've already been seen. So what I like to do is just kind of use my stasis here and knock him off the horse. So much fun. Okay, so they're not archers. I thought they were archers. I really remember that differently. Oh, no, you don't. Sorry, horsey. I did not mean that. Go away. Okay, the only caveat here is if you're going to put the ball down, make sure you don't go too far from it. Because if you get far enough away, it completely resets, and then you got to go all the way back over there. Pick it back up and start all over. Super frustrating. Another reason I recommend saving the game. Just in case something like that happens, you can just reload the save, get your meal back, start the time over, and you are rocking and a-rolling. Yeah, I don't believe we're done with horseback trouble. Not sure what that is out there in the distance. I can't really tell. And this is one of those times I really wish we had saddlebacks. Or saddle, whatever they call those, saddlebags. For stuff like this. You could put the orb in the saddlebag and ride your horse. That would have been cool. He already sees me. Okay, that's the archer. What is he, a black? A blue? I can't tell. A blue. Boo! And I already know that bow is not gonna be leveled, so I'm not gonna bother. Another nice thing about the speed meal, it just kind of speeds this whole thing up. I remember running this thing, you know, very first playthrough. I was here forever! Oh my goodness, it felt like forever. It was an eternity trying to get this orb across. Now it floats, so you know, if you don't want to walk all the way around the spiral like I'm doing, you can set up the ice blocks, you know, you can just keep tossing it across that way. And it works, you know, I've done that too. But I just found, you know, getting pelted from all the Lizzles and Octoroks, it made it real, you know, kind of difficult. So yeah, just me personally, this is my preference. It feels more casual, leisurely. I can sit here and just kind of drive Link at this point and drink my coffee. Oh, I'm out of coffee. We are out of coffee. That is like, warning, warning, warning. Coffee empty. Replace immediately. So yeah, just kind of walk Link in funny little zigzag pattern. And those Octoroks will not always miss you, apparently. Normally, if you walk around kind of funny, they'll miss. But not always. Kind of funny, I got this Moblin just hanging out. We're taking a walk together. And of course, you know, you guys might want your monster parts too. That's another thing about this route. You got a couple fire bats, you know, the Octoroks, of course. I think that was a Lizzle. Yep. Lizzle in hiding. Okay. Yeah, I'm here at night. That's not great. You get the extra stall monsters that'll pop up. Go ahead and put the ball in the hole just like Happy Gilmore. And that is it, folks. I do believe this is just a blessing inside. I genuinely hope that helps you out. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like the video, I always appreciate that. And until the next time, best of luck, happy hunting. Alright, we're not done with the stream yet, though. We're only about half done with the stream. We got lots and lots more shrine puzzles to do here. And before I get into those, there is a Korok seed out here somewheres. Aha! And I do want to trash my final remaining... I hate only having one Rivali's there. That agitates my senses. And now's a good time to actually burn that because, well, I'm not going to be doing anything for a while. Other than getting this shrine. And guys, while that's tinking, I will take a quick break to water the horses. About a 2-minute break here. I gotta refill the good old, you know, the Zelda mug. Respect the Zelda mug. Whoa, Triforce. Alright, I will be right back. Ah, man, my bomb mob fell. I really need to get that 2-sided tape. Just realized I left you guys with this shrine music in the background. And look at that, right on time for my speed meal to tick away and disappear right before my very eyes. Giant ancient core. Wow, that one was worth it. I kind of forgot that was in here. Alright, I will catch up on chat before I actually get myself out of the way again here. Alright, I've missed that Karak many times. Now, of course, I don't know specifically which one you're talking about, but... yeah, I had those playthroughs where I would find something like that, and I was like, wow, I've been here 1,000 times. How did I not know that was there? I'm still finding things like that in Breath of the Wild, by the way. I should make a boat, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there is a croc boat over here. There might be, as a matter of fact. There might be a raft. I don't really remember. I don't know if the orb would necessarily stay on the raft, though. That might be a problem. Yeah, if this was TOTK, of course we could just build a Zonai boat. Alright, just to speed this up a little bit, I do believe I'll get myself to the stable. To the stable. Oh yeah, Alan Tree. Yeah, you can take a little shortcut there. Good call. Thanks for throwing that out there. Haha, Marigold! Bingo! Awesome! Congrats, Marigold. A first, alright. Good stuff. So yeah, Dee Dee, I do believe there is a sandbar somewhere in there. Right there. So yeah, you can actually walk that. I didn't even think to talk about that, but you can actually walk that. You go right past that Korok seed right to the pedestal. I don't know why I didn't do that. I don't know why I didn't do that before, too. Like, I know of it, I just never think to use it. It's pretty funny. And that was pretty much my battle rhythm in TOTK. I kept forgetting rocket shields was a thing. Lightning and the thunder. Gotta respect the thunder. Coolest horse ever. Hey Mohammed Job, welcome back. Good to see you again. Have I used a face cam? Only during, like, breaks. Like, right now, you know, just kind of catch up on chat before I get back into actual gameplay. So I'm kind of in and out, so to speak. Yeah, Keely, that's what I like about doing the stasis on the horseback. It's kind of funny to watch, you know, the enemy sit there in mid-air while the horse runs away. Good stuff. Hey, Juan Esteban Perez Velasquez. I think I said that alright. I hope I said that alright. Yeah, Switch 2. Definitely have graphics improvements, but exactly the same game. No difference in gameplay whatsoever. Welcome, by the way. Good to see ya.
Rivali's Gale is now ready.
Rivali's Gale is now ready. See, I couldn't have timed that any better. Loving it. Adam Ross, hey, hey, welcome, welcome. Yeah, Adam Ross, that Master Mode, that's a fun play. Definitely a fun play. Pretty much, Keely. Yeah, you play him, then you play him again. So, Adam Ross, that's always a good question. When I get to the point in the game where I just don't really want to do anything else, even though there might be things left to do, that's usually when I restart the game, because I really like the character building. To me, that's most of the fun. So yeah, just that's really up to you, but that's me. You know, I tend to restart a lot, like in the middle of a playthrough. Redo the Great Plateau, that calls to me. Good stuff. Stampy Longhead. I do not. So yeah, that's kind of what I do, Adam Ross. When I restart, I usually go to the other mode. So if I finished Master Mode, I usually restart into regular mode. If I finish regular mode, then I usually restart into Master Mode. So I like to flip-flop them like that. But honestly, if you can, just create another profile on your Switch or whatever you're playing on, your Wii U. And this way you can have kind of like both going. So like one profile can be for Master Mode, one profile can be for regular mode. Yeah, good stuff there. The camel on 3 hearts. Good stuff. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of the way one more time. Peace out, Home Scout. Alright guys, so, Shrine Quest. Now we're going to need a scale, which I do not know that I yet have. I should have thought about that before coming over here. I need the Red Dragon Scale, Dinroll. Actually, I got 4 of them. Where did those come from? Castle Raid, maybe? I'll take it. If you're wondering how to get that scale, you have to wait until after midnight, but you can go over here to the Hebra Tower. Fly down right about here. Just anywhere along this ridge line. And if you're patient, you know, that dragon will spawn into view here from the northeast direction, and it'll come kind of low into the canyon here. You'll be able to fly out to it and get yourself a scale. That way, just shoot it anywhere in the body. As a matter of fact, I feel like I should be demonstrating this. So I'll go ahead and make it nighttime. And then while I'm waiting for midnight to come, I'll just kind of get ourselves out to where we need to go. But yeah, you're going to need a dragon scale from the red dragon particularly in order to access this shrine. And guys, it's not just a blessing shrine either. This is a major test of strength. So you're definitely going to want to have, you know, good, strong weapons going into this fist fight. And of course you got some horseback stuff going on here. Bad boy trouble. And there is a Korok seed here. Nice little hiding spot for a Korok seed. Hidden in plain sight, basically. So right there, Spring of Power. Alright, and again, while I'm waiting for time, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And then I'll show how to get the scale on the back end. So basically what we got to do here is just toss that scale anywhere into the water. It doesn't matter where. That should happen, and then your goddess statue will light up, and that'll get you access to your shrine. Loving it. Alright, and you do not get the scale back, so you just basically have to sacrifice the scale for the spirit orb. And just so that I have a good, quick warp point to get back here. Go ahead and activate that travel gate. And wow, time is ticking by very slowly. I thought there was more fun stuff here. I am seeing nothing. I know there's a bunch of fun stuff out here. Like this little hidden entrance or whatever. If you were to enter this area on foot. And lots of Flying Guardian trouble here. But if you want the monster parts, you know, this might be a nice little hunting ground. You have a travel gate here now, so you can come back here anytime. And hit these 3 Guardians. Oh, not anytime. After every blood moon. And you can hit these 3 Guardians. Not too much else in the way of loot here. There are quite a few nodes. So walk around all these little, like, island things. Or mini plateaus, whatever. Yeah, quite a few gemstone nodes here. Oh, I might even get a twofer. Let's see how good I can do. Pow! Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Oh no, I lost track! Oh, I missed! Epic fail! I hate wasting ancient arrows. Terrible! Wow, no cores whatsoever on that drop. I got one there, though. Not bad. Okay, and I did mention the gemstones. I'm just kind of farting around right now because I need it to be midnight. Yikes! That almost connected. Go away! Oh, I missed! Ouch! I am getting steamrolled. Just go away! Ouch! Oh, I did not get him with that. I got myself with that blast. Wow. It is all falling apart. Okay, I've had enough fun for one day. You are gonna die, clown. Although I felt like I was the clown in that exchange. Alright, so enough about gemstones and random stuff. Yeah, again, there's quite a few here. Just feel free to look around these areas. Really, I come here for the Flying Guardians, but while I'm here, the gemstones are just a nice little friendly bonus. So, anywho's, moving on from here. I don't know if it's midnight yet. Yeah, it's after midnight. Nice. Go ahead and go to your Hebra Tower. Yeah, I'm the same way, Marigold. Sometimes I just don't feel like in my build-up process I did what I wanted to do and I was missing a bunch of stuff and I forgot a bunch of stuff. And instead of going back to do it, I just restart the game. Oh yeah, I'm sitting here reading chat, not paying attention to the screen. Jeepers. Alright, so again, fly north, northeast, actually probably more east of the tower. And as you're traveling this direction, that red dragon should pop into view here in just a moment. Come on, Poppy. Don't make a liar out of me. Oh, where's my dragon? Normally, I think he spawns in by now. He's taking his sweet time. And I know I overshot my landing marker there. There's a Korok seed here, ironically. Go away. Everybody just go away. I got a croc seed. Where is my dragon? How to train your dragon. Huh. Maybe I need to do that again. Yeah, that Dark Lord scene is pretty cool. The thing I really liked about TOTK was the cutscenes. I really enjoyed watching all the little movie clips. Hey, Brian Austin, welcome, welcome. I hear you, Muhammad Job. It's tough. It's tough to actually finish the game. Like, the build-up process to me is more fun than finishing the game. Ooh, a long work trip. Well, good luck with that. Wish you safe travels. So yeah, I haven't done a whole lot, just kind of doing some shrine quests here, and I don't know why my dragon's not spawning, and this is kind of weird. This is like one of the more reliable places I hit my dragon. I don't understand why he's not popping in. Unless it's a Blood Moon night. On Blood Moon nights, they don't spawn, so that could very well be. I could have a Blood Moon coming tonight. Guess we're about to find out on that Blood Moon. No, no Blood Moon. Huh. Yeah, something's amiss. I don't understand why he didn't come in. Silent soliloquy, yeah, I hear ya. I'll probably never finish it. I can't tell you how many unfinished game saves I have. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's it. Part of it, Brian Austin. It's like, when you end the game, then the fun is over and the adventure comes to an end. And that's kind of like sad. So, for the longest time, I would get to a certain point. You know, all shrines done, all divine beasts done. And of course I have everything else done early game. So like, that's usually when I wrap up my playthrough. I don't even bother going back into Hyrule Castle for a second time. Whoops. That shrine is calling to me. It's not really a shrine quest per se. There's two shrines right here in this area. One's down here in the canyon. Very tempting. But I'll probably hit those when I go to do my Forgotten Temple, or whatever that's called, Forgotten Fortress. Oh, it's not map markered yet. Forgotten Temple. Okay, yes it is. Maybe he comes before midnight? Yeah, that's true, Didi. If I don't have any luck here, I'll hit that Tabantha Bridge. I'm really kind of baffled as to why I'm having issues right now. I've never not been able to catch this dragon here unless it was Blood Moon Night. He's definitely not here. Oh, that was 2 Dragonbone Moblin Clubs that just popped up. Yeah, I hear you, Keely. Doing the back-to-back playthroughs there, that's definitely a good time. And wow, that TOTK, you're going to be playing that one a while. That one can take years to complete. So much to TOTK. Yeah, and maybe it's later in the morning. You know, I might be jumping the gun, because normally when I come over here, it's after I do the Rainforest Dragon, and that takes a couple of minutes. So, you know, it might be more like 2 or 3 in the morning when this dragon spawns in. Or maybe closer to 5 for all I know. Heck, I don't remember. And then I know by the time I'm going after my blue dragon, then it's like, you know, the sun is coming up. It's already daytime. But I remembered this one being after midnight. So yeah, this is probably just one of those moments that my memory is wrong. My lines are crossed. My cheese slid off my cracker. Ah, there he is. Alright, so it is midnight. Again, I don't know why it didn't work. I've always been able to just come here and get this dragon. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to land in my normal LZ here, my landing zone. Wow, I actually didn't take fall damage there. Go me. Uh-oh, he has a bow. Go away! Just because I can. Wow. That thing was falling for days. Alright, so yeah, I'll try the Tabantha Bridge thing. Maybe after I catch him here, maybe it'll let me get her, or hit him, her. I think it's a her, the goddess. Some of you guys have reached out and reminded me of the 3 goddesses, and that's where the dragons come from. I'm like, oh yeah. Okay, so you get your updraft. Go ahead and take that bad boy, and you should be able to get right, like, next to and over. Just watch out for those flame attacks. They really knock it out of your hearts. Not only that, they can make you fall out of the sky. Nobody wants that. But yeah, just smack that guy right in the body somewhere. And that will produce a scale, which is what you need for that shrine quest. And you might have to go chasing this one for a minute. And don't drop too far too fast. Sometimes it'll get stuck on a side ledge, and then you have to climb up to it, and nobody wants to do that either. Because these cliff walls are deceivingly tall. Like, you will be climbing for days. Scar! Alright, Tabantha Bridge. Yeah, the ocarina. Uh-huh. Yep, yep. There's definitely a lot of story from old games that they took and weaved into this game. Okay, it's 2:45. I'm not sure if I need a pastime until 5 a.m. That could very well be. And since I just farmed it, I don't know if it's gonna, you know, return so quickly. Maybe not. But yeah, it goes right under the bridge. And it comes from that direction, from the north. Okay, so yeah, this is another spot. You know, I'm just not seeing it right now. I'm not going to wait too long. But this is definitely another spot you can catch that dragon. I don't normally come over here because it is later to get over here. And if I'm trying to farm my blue dragon, I need to get there quickly. So that's why I try to catch it earlier up here, farther north. But that's its flight path. It basically just follows this whole canyon. So you can, you know, technically catch this dragon from anywhere. It doesn't have to be these two spots. But that is a good solid place to catch it. It also flies a route and dips down pretty low around the skeleton here. So this northern ridge line, that's another good reliable place to catch this dragon. Good thing is too is it never rains here. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and get a move on. That is a major test of strength shrine, so I'll go ahead and go back in there and complete it. Yeah, Adam Ross, that silver Lionel, I think it's a silver in master mode. And then, of course, as you progress your KO credit, it eventually turns into a gold Lionel. But that Lionel, wow, I'll never forget my first master mode play. Looking at that, just like staring at it, like, okay, what do they want me to do with this? Like, yeah. Good stuff. Alright, since this is a major, I will eat my attack power meal. La 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 la! Charge! Ah, he went right for the shield that time. No spitball attack. Bro. There we go. Right behind him. That rear leg is the sweet spot. If that happens, just smack him with a shock arrow. That'll snap him out of it. I like to wait until he gets a little bit closer. Just so I can get in there and, you know, start wailing. Wow, he died quick. I'm telling you guys, that ancient system is definitely the way to go for any and all things Guardian. You cannot beat that. Alright, let's see if I can get rid of my durability and my long throw. Attack up! Alright! Loving it! Save that game! Alright, sweet deal. That made up for all the long throws of the day, for sure. Let's see what we did all that work for, shall we? See if I can multitask here. Drink my coffee while I'm going to get my loot. And in case you're wondering, this cup of coffee is not as good as the last cup of coffee. I knew that was going to happen. I just got the magic ratio in there. Soy milk to date syrup. It was perfect. Alright, wow, 46 spirit orbs. Alright guys, it's time to make our venture out west. And this is where we're going to hit Gut Check, and this is where we're going to hit Typhoid. So, I normally like to run this route from the tech lab. I kind of like to do all the fun stuff here to do. There's a little bad boyness of that, super fun. Some silver moblins, assuming you've got your KO credit up high enough. There's a Lionel out here roaming. He's a lot of fun to kill. Matter of fact, instead of talking about it, I'll try to catch my horse and get over there before my attack meal runs out. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think by the time I get there, it'll be about toasted. Alright, come on, Thunder. It's time for your name to live up to the task. Lightning and the thunder. And the thunder. Okay, there's another Lionel down here, but I'm not going to have time to kill both. Speaking of arming up, suiting up, and eating up, I definitely want to bump up my attack power assets here. Bone club, absolutely. But I'm getting kind of low on bone clubs. That's not okay. Alright, Mr. Lionel. Where you at, Poppy? The thing of nightmares. Get right in his fight. Oh, I could have got closer. Oh well. Do as much damage as you can from the air. Make sure you jump off your horse with the jump button. I think that's X. Instead of, you know, getting off the horse with B. You'll get a lot more airtime. Actually, you can't get any airtime if you get off the horse with B. You have to do it with the jump button if you want that airtime. Well, I almost got him from the air. I had to do like very little effort there at the end. Alright, let's see what we got. I probably don't want that spear. But I probably do want the bow depending on what he drops. Durability! Nobody wants durability. Not when you got a 5-shot burst. And wow, I had a minute to spare. Maybe I could have killed that other Lionel. I tend to forget, when you're doing bullet time, the time really isn't moving. And that's when you get most of your damage in. Alright guys, so there is another shrine here. It's not a shrine quest per se. Actually, I think it is an official shrine quest. But that one's pretty self-explanatory. It's out in the open. You just gotta fly over to it and climb. The climb can be difficult in the rain, so you might want to, you know, come back when it's not raining. Yeah, just a fun little route here. There's some Korok seeds here on the way. There's some bad boy troubles. There was a chest up there at one point. I think I've already cleared it. I'll show you on the map where these Korok seeds are. So the rock for this one is actually under this bad boy nest. So just walk the rock over there, put it down into the circle of rocks, and you'll be good. A couple of seeds here. That one is very difficult. There's a boulder that you have to play golf with way over here. So yeah, very difficult seed. But you just got to get the boulder in the hole. And you're going to want that Lionel to be dead for that one. Ooh, if I had a little bit more attack power meal left, there was a Hinox here I could have killed. But we don't actually have to kill the Hinox. We can just rob the Hinox. It is so satisfying to say that. In case you're like listening to me right now, saying like to yourself, what in the heck is he talking about, rob the Hinox? Oh, I'm gonna show you, my friend. So much fun. Go ahead and get your stealth suit on. You gotta have full stealth in order to pull this off. Don't sprint. As soon as you hit that B button to sprint, the fun ends. He wakes up. But yeah, as long as you don't sprint, you can jump, get up on his big old pop belly, and you can just rob him. Pretty freaking awesome. Quick shot. Somehow I prefer to have that over durability. I don't know why. And let's see, he's got a spear, which I probably don't need, and a broadsword, which I don't need, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, you can just rob him. Good times, good times. So now as soon as you sprint, yeah, he wakes up. Wakey, wakey! Eggs and bakey! I don't know why I felt like I had to do that. Total waste of my bow! Jeepers. Oh, more fun facts. There are lots of fireproof lizards here, case in point. Since I got my stealth on, I'll go ahead and scoop him up. They're everywhere, guys. These lizards are everywhere. Sunshrooms, they're everywhere. Not only that, you've got the hot fish. I can never remember what the game calls these things. Simmer fin trout or something? But yeah, they're real tough to see because the water, you know, it's foggy, it's murky. You can't really see into the water very good. But the fish are definitely here. They're kind of like long and skinny, and you'll see like a squiggly thing bouncing around in the water here. And then sometimes, like, I'll just swim and spam my A button while I'm dashing, because I'll run right into them and not even see them, and then I'll pick one up. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised I haven't had any yet. But yeah, they're definitely around, so, you know, feel free to farm those if you so desire. Bad boy nest over there, super fun. Matter of fact, I think there's a moblin club over there. Or maybe not. Heck, I can't remember. I'm gonna go take a quick peek. Maybe we'll do a dine and dash. Yep, there's my moblin club. I don't know why this is funny right now, but it's funny. And I don't think that's gonna do it without attack power. 4! Garbage. Ruby, okay, yeah, I could not remember what was in there. So I could have done without. Ah, nuts. I was going to try to sneak strike him too. That's okay, this will not take long. 2 hits! Dang! Alright. So gut check rock, guys. I know I made a video a long time ago that said, you know, easy, made easy. And yeah, it was, you know, assuming you had the gear. But a lot of people complained in comments about that. Look, I don't have this gear, you know. How do you do it, say, without all that fun stuff? So anyway, the good thing is number one, it never rains here. And there's a cooking pot right on top of gut check rock here. So yeah, definitely go on up there and cook yourself a speed meal. Because if you don't, or not speed meal, if you don't have the climbing gear, I call it the jumpsuit. But this really is probably going to be the easiest way. You know, you don't have to worry about the stamina so much. You can just kind of jump your way all the way up there very, very quickly. You don't have to worry about it. But if you don't have the jumpsuit, and you don't have that set bonus, you know, jump stamina up, again, you can go to the top of the rock, throw some things into a cooking pot to get your stamina going. So guys, I would just throw 1 Endurance Room in there at a time, because that refills all of your green, and it gives you a little bit of sliver of yellow extra left over. So just to show you what that looks like after you cook it, if I can even find one anymore, that's about what you're going to wind up with, maybe even a little bit less than that. But again, the point of that is it refills all the green. So that's the first thing that I would recommend to get yourself up there quickly. That way you can just kind of jump up, you know, when you run out of stamina, eat another meal, etc., so on, so forth. The next best thing you can do from there is probably going to be the Endura Frogs. You can toss one of those frogs in with just any random monster part. I would recommend a C grade, like the garbage monster horn here, Bobkin horn. And again, that'll do the same thing. It'll replenish all the green, give you that little bit of extra yellow. And then from there, you know, you can also use the Endura carrots. They all work the same. Just throw 1 in at a time so that you get the most out of it. Or you get the most number of meals out of it. If you don't have the yellow stuff, use the green stuff. You know, throw a few mushrooms in there. Throw 1 or 2 of your stamina fish in there at a time, depending on how many green wheels you have. But honestly, trading in those spirit orbs for the stamina is going to be very helpful in this quest. So I'm going to do it just kind of straight up, you know. I will not use the jumpsuit. And I'll actually just go up there and cook a couple dummy meals just to kind of show you how this works. Sometimes on these ledges you can get a foothold and replenish some of the stamina while Link is like trying to figure it out. Sometimes not. And I should have kept my jumpsuit on just to get up here. Oh well. Kind of a waste of a double barrel stamina meal. But I'm in a hurry, so it's whatever. Okay, I'll just do a couple of these. I think 5 or 6 ought to suffice. Oop. I'll do 6. And we'll see how that does. Now I've got 3 full green wheels. Base. That's a lot. So if you're sitting here with only 1 green stamina wheel, guys, it's going to be tough. I'm not going to lie. Now, they give you a lot of time, so you don't necessarily have to jump all the way up. You know, if you don't have the stam ingredients, another way to get around that is just do the speed meal. You can cook, you know, that high level that I showed earlier in the stream here. I'll show one more time. You can do a speed meal or elixir. And you can use Fleet Lotus Seeds and or Swift Violets to make that high level. Or you can toss 4 seeds or 4 Swift Violets into the cooking pot just for a straight up high-speed meal. But, you know, Link will climb that cliff wall pretty quick with that speed meal running, and then you don't necessarily have to worry about all the stamina. So just wanted to throw a whole bunch of options out there for y'all. Again, they give you plenty of time to get up there. Just make sure you've got some kind of a buff working for you in order to make that happen within the time limit. Uh-oh. Aw, man, did I have to talk to the guy up top side first? Jeepers. Oh, wow, you can actually just take that updraft all the way up here. Oh, there's a Korok seed here too, by the way. Since I'm here, just go ahead and put that rock down behind Link. Booyah. Alright, just to show you on the map exactly where we're at. Just north of Death Mountain here. So yeah, go ahead and talk to Beigi. Count me in, brother. Alright, gut check challenge. Let's do this little dance. Alright, so again, I got the 3 wheels, so I'm gonna have a pretty easy... yeah, you gotta get the gems too, I kind of forgot to mention that. So you can't use the updrafts, because you still need to get the rupees that he wants. Normally I don't take the time to get all the green ones. They start getting better quality as you go higher and higher. Like the blue, for example. That's probably worthwhile to go grab. I think he wants you to have 100. So the good thing is the stam, you know, it's not that major of an issue, I guess, when you consider there's plenty of places to stop and rest and rebuild the stam. And again, they give you a lot of time here, so it's not so stressful, I guess, where the timing's concerned, unless you don't have anything working for you in the way of those buffs I mentioned, or having the 3 wheels already ready to rock and roll. I'm actually doing this pretty easily right now with just the 3 wheels. I haven't even had to eat a meal yet. A meal amalo. Emil Amato. And it's so much fun when you fall off. That's a great time. I've missed my footing. And then, like, yeah, I've had to go all the way back down there and start over. Nobody wants to do that. So take your time. Again, plenty of time to spare here. 101 rupees, I'm already there. And I didn't even really try that hard to get all the rupees. I basically just kind of went for the bigger, harder hitting ones. And there it is, guys. Plenty of time to spare, plenty of rupees to spare. So I genuinely hope that helps you all out. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, I always appreciate those things. And as always, until the next time, best of luck and happy hunting. Alright, but we're not done streaming yet. We still have Typhoid Ruins to get done. It's next, guys. It's coming up fast. And getting there is half the fun. There's some goodies. Little hidey holes. Frostblade. I am not a big fan of those weapons. Yeah, it's a good question, Adam Ross. Why do I have 46 orbs and haven't used them? I'm lazy. At this point in my game, when I've got the heart meals and stuff, and I've got the defense ratings on the armor, you don't really need them, per se. Then again, you know, I got clocked pretty good with that silver bobkin, so yeah, I would have died there or lost a fairy, but I don't know, I'm just lazy. I haven't gone to the goddess statue yet and cashed them in. I'll do that someday. I know I keep talking about it. Yeah, that monk fruit sugar, that's good stuff, Keely. The bad thing about that, though, here in the States at least, is a lot of times they mix that with a sugar alcohol. I can't remember the name of it now. It's like... the word almost looks like ethanol, but that's not it. It's some kind of sugar alcohol, and I'm allergic to it. So, unfortunately, I cannot find just plain monk fruit. Everything here that is available to me in my area... Oh, I'm like, why isn't my Rivali's working? Jeepers. It comes with that additive, so unfortunately I can't use it. So I have to use date syrup, which is the next best thing. It's low glycemic, it tastes good. Good stuff. Alright guys, I mentioned a couple of hidey holes. Right down here is going to be our first one. So I kind of went the wrong direction there. Thanks for saying I always make it look easy, Keely. Oh, good deal, Dee Dee. Yeah, those armored Lionels in the depths, those things take a little bit of effort. Like, those are not easy kills. I'm trying to read chat and drive Link at the same time. It's not working out very well. Alright. Rabahanox. I know, Keely, it's so satisfying. And you can do the same thing in TOTK, but if you're up there too long, they eventually wake up. Like, stealth or no stealth, there's more of a time limit. Whereas here in BOTW, you can stand up there all day and they never wake up. It's pretty funny. Unless, of course, you know, a thunderstorm or something else wakes them up. But, there's nothing you can do about that. That's beyond your control. So anyway, guys, again, getting there is half the fun. Just to show you on the map kind of what we're doing here. We're heading out to Typhoid Ruins. From Gut Check Rock here, just a lot of fun stuff. There's that Karok Seed. Lots and lots of gemstones. If you really want to kind of climb the cliff walls, just up and down these cliff walls. Lots of little hidey holes for gemstones especially. A lot of luminous stones in this area. A couple of bad boy nests, not to mention a gold freaking rupee. And you guys know me and my gold freaking rupees. In fact, I'm going to do a dine and dash here. There's no reason to complicate this. We'll just do a quick in and out. A hit and run. Call it what you want. I call it a dine and dash because it's just like you're eating your meal and then you're leaving quickly without paying. So you're in and out, in and out. Dine and dash. Oh, he almost tagged me with that one. Okay, not much else going on in the immediate area. Again, if you want to take your time and look around more thoroughly, there is stuff around. But another fringe benefit to the area is, of course, your fire lizzles, and you need those tails. And the good thing is they one-hit, as long as you've got ice weaponry going on. I thought there was another Korok seed around here. Aha! And so there is. I know, Dee Dee. You're not kidding. The Lionels? I know I've told this story in the past, but my very first Lionel encounter, I just stared at it. I was like, what is that? And then it saw me from like a massively far distance. It killed me. I was trying to run away for dear life, but yeah, that was a nightmare. And then, I don't know, I just avoided them, you know, I stayed clear of them. And then at some point, I was like, okay, there's got to be a way to kill these things. So I just buckled down and I tried. But I got to tell you, my heart was racing to the point, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. Like, it literally felt like my heart was about to pound out of my chest. I had to just push pause and sit there on the couch, dead silent and still, like, waiting to calm down. I was like, okay, this is just a video game. Like, what is happening here? I had to have a little talk with myself, like, keep it in perspective. It didn't really help, but, yeah, wow, I'll never forget that. Thinking I was actually going to have a legit heart attack. Alright, moving on. So yeah, another fringe benefit is the fire bats, guys. And again, you need all this stuff for super suit upgrades. So just, I like this route for many, many different reasons. It's good farming, it's just fun, it's casual, it's relaxing, there's no rain here. The gemstones are all over the place, like, you can't go very far in this area without a ton of gemstones just, like, jumping right out at you. Wow, I'm getting lots of flint. Speaking of flint, 134? I could go back to Rito Village and cash those bad boys in. Gotta love my aerial bombardment in this game. I'm so glad they didn't take that away from us in TOTK. Alright. We're coming up on the skeleton, and while we're here, while we're going through the motions here, getting ourselves out to Typhoid, I am going to go ahead and get my picture, and I don't have this side quest activated yet, and it's not super picky, so, you know, just make sure you've got some of the skeleton in the photo. But you can turn in the pictures of all 3 skeletons into an NPC at this stable, and he will give you a gold freaking rupee, my friend. But yeah, you need the pictures of all 3 skeletons. The one in Hebrew, which I just did in my last stream. Or a couple streams ago. Don't forget your Korok seed. And then, of course, the one that's out in the desert is out there at the Great Fairy Fountain. Very southwest corner of the map. Can't go any farther and you cannot miss it. And there's quite a bad boy nest in here. I don't normally deal with it because it's just a lot of, like, work for very little reward. But that silver is usually holding a leveling club. And I do kind of want to see what that is. Well, I have got a ton of guardian weapons. I don't need all those, actually. See, I like to do another dine and dash here. Try to get in here before they all get woke. Uh-oh. Yikes! I'm out. Peace out, Home Scout. Hot dog! That is definitely attack power up. Okay. Agent Smith took the day off because I don't know if I've ever gotten this much attack power up in a single stream. Like, there has been a lot of attack power up in today's stream. So either Agent Smith is off today, or he called in sick, or something happened. I don't know. Okay, so honestly, this line will kill. I'm not feeling it right now. I just kind of want to get to Typhoid Ruins, to be honest. Actually, first I want to sidestep and detour and go over here. Then again, the Lionel is like right here. And it's shiny. Arm up, suit up, eat up. Maybe I can get a better bow out of the deal. Save that game. Oops, save that game just in case things go horribly, horribly wrong here. Right in his face. Uh-oh. I got down a little too low there. Ideally, you want more altitude than that. Do more damage from the air, but I bungled that one up. And I always like to stasis. It just gives you a little bit more time down here when you have more to do down here. Try to find that sweet spot on the hind quarter where it does double damage for the swing. And you should be able to get him dead before he can pull off this attack. Oh, nuts. Well, my weapon broke, but if it didn't break, I would have had that before he was able to hit back. And he's awful close to being dead. I don't know if I want to start trashing my next bone club. I want to keep that thing nice and pristine. Alright, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? I couldn't even see what I got. Durability! Quick shot. Eh. That thing still has some life left in it. It was a good try. Well, we're never going to make it to Typhoid at this rate. Too many shiny rocks. Oh, Sizzlefin! Thank you, Silent Soliloquy, for saying that. Yeah, I couldn't for the life of me remember what the name of those pesky fish were. Sizzlefin trout. That's right. Oh yeah, Marigold. That mid-level versus high-level, that makes a big difference on that attack power meal. Especially when you're dealing with the higher grade enemies. Like, it's very noticeable there. Oh, I didn't know that stuff was poisonous to dogs. Wowzers. Oh, awesome, Keely. Good to hear. Yeah, hope you have fun at the baseball game there. Thanks for hanging out today. Enjoy. Oh, he's asleep. Wonder what he's holding. Yeah, I don't need it. Ooh, we got shiny rocks down here. Lots of shiny rocks down here. Well, I gotta open those up. Topaz! Alright. And it all went downhill from there. Oh, wow. Yeah, you got some good seats there, Keely. You gotta take advantage of that. Alright guys, so what I like to do is get up topside here and do a lot from the air, as much from the air as possible, because these guys are no joke. Now it's nighttime and they're all sleeping, so I can actually just go in there and do it that way. But yeah, these Dragonbone Moblin Clubs, they should have some kind of bonus on them. What to give up? What to give up? I've got a lot of weapons. And actually, what I would probably normally do is put my travel gate around here somewhere. This way, you know, after every blood moon, I could come back and check on these weapons again. I kind of forgot to do that. I guess I'll live. And while I'm going to have to take a real quick break here and go water the horses, I will be right back. Alright, thanks for your patience. So let's see, what did I miss here? Yeah, DD, sweaty palms too. That was another part of those Lionel, those earlier, yeah. Hands would be sweating, I'd be shaking, I'd be fumbling my buttons, I'd be squatting instead of sprinting. It was terrible. Ah, the red moon. Yep, got you, Mahoma Joe. Anxiety attack, exactly. Hey, Sydney Parks. Wowzers, exactly. You know me. Good stuff. $34 diamonds? Is that what I have? Oh my goodness. Holy guacamole. Yep. Wow, I've been getting real good drops. That's from a lot of the silver, like, Lionels and stuff that I've killed. Actually, all the silver enemies can drop those, but yeah, I am way over heavy on my gemstones. That is the power of silver enemies, guys. That's just another reason that I really like to do the hunts early game. You know, get that bone system going. There it is, guys. Hot dog. I got 2 of those now. Dang! Loving that. Alright, where's my last one? I don't know why that guy woke up. Sometimes they just pop up awake, you know? Or maybe it was because I landed and the height was too tall or something and it made noise. I don't really know. Oh yeah, speaking of the red dragon, there he is. Right there along that northern ridge line. So that's kind of his flight path. He just does a deal from here, and that's kind of where he goes up and over and down into here. And here it is, guys, Typhoid Ruins. So another reason I like to empty these chests out is because when you're trying to use your Sheikah Slate to run around here and do your treasure hunting, you don't want it to keep bringing you this direction. It really throws you off when you're in the trees here. So yeah, make sure you clear these 2 chests before you go down into this area. Now you can get into there however you want. I like to go around and do it from the other side. You know, it's going to take a few minutes for me to get there. But there's a bridge, you know, you don't have to worry about flying in there. Is the net behind home plate? You're all good sitting here? Oh, gotcha. I was trying to read that and drive at the same time. That wasn't working out very well. Birds? Huh, for you picture takers out there, I guess that's a good bird spot. Another thing too, normally, I guess I'll talk about that before I get in. Or maybe I'll talk about it while I'm getting in. But it's very dark. Like, ridiculous dark. It's like that SpongeBob episode, Rock Bottom, where SpongeBob is like, this isn't just darkness, this is advanced darkness. So yeah, guys, this is advanced darkness. It is so dark in here, you can't even see in front of your own feet. Like, and there's like campfires and stuff, but they don't really help. It might light up the immediate area, and it might light up, you know, objects around the immediate fire. But as far as like lighting your terrain and stuff, you can't see. So the good news is you still have a map. It's not like the sandstorms where they take away the maps. And there's a Karak seed here, I think. You have to kind of walk out on some... Actually, maybe not. Scratch that. That might have been TOTK. There are treasure chests here. But again, you can't see what you're doing. You just kind of have to run around in the dark and follow the beeping. And you're going to run into objects and Link is going to stop and you're not going to notice. So just use that mini-map. Now, unfortunately, I don't have everything stamped out, so I can't show you on the map right now, like, where all this loot is. Maybe after I'm done killing this Hinox, which is right about here, by the way. Maybe we'll go do a little bit of treasure hunting in here. But a couple of different ways you can kind of sort of see what you're doing is you can take out your shield if you have Daruk's protection. Now, I do not have that Divine Beast done yet, so I do not have Daruk's protection. But it's nice because it does light up the immediate area. It kind of glows, it has a glow to it, and it does help. I don't believe the frost weapons help. I think I've tried that before. It helps minimally. Another thing you can do is you can take out a fire arrow, and that will really help to light up your immediate surroundings. This might actually be the best. So, you know, unfortunately, you just kind of have to hold that button down the whole time, but that is a good way to kind of sort of see what you're doing there. Another good idea would be the shock arrow here. So between those 2 arrows, you have a little bit of light. Again, it's not, you know, night and day difference, but, you know, some help is better than no help, as far as I'm concerned, in the Typhoid Ruins here. And I like to keep all the torches lit as I find them, just because it helps me to know where I've already been. Granted, you know, you've got the mini-map, so that should kind of help keep straight to, like, direction and where you have been and where you've already gone. But again, just kind of habit. Me personally, I just like to keep the torches lit as I come across them. Not only that, you can kind of see the torches from a distance. Again, it's not great, but it gives you something there so you can kind of sort of see what you got going on. You know, I just kind of ran right into that chest, didn't I? Nice. That is straight in from that bridge, by the way. That's another reason I like coming in from this direction. Not so much the torches, but the chest that's right there in your face. So now we start running into some, you know, obstacles. So if you notice on your sheet or on your mini map or whatever that you're not moving, you're probably like hitting a wall and you have to climb over that wall. Okay, notice we got some lit torches this way. Also, another little rule of thumb, it'd be a good idea to have stealth running, because there is a Hinox sleeping in this area. And you can probably already hear him snoring. So I'm just going to kind of keep going east, you know, toward the Hinox, toward the shrine quest here. So I was a little bit off with my pin. I'll correct that here in a moment. And you're going to come right up on him. So again, having that stealth is going to be paramount here, because you cannot see him until you're already on top of him. So, uh-oh, is my... His feet were kind of up in the air like he was getting ready to jump up. Okay, maybe he just sleeps that way. So anyway, I would normally like to light these torches, but I think that wakes him up because they're too close. So what I like to do instead is the next best thing. I like to light the ones that are kind of far from him. And you can only shoot one, because if you make more noise, you know, he'll wake up fully. But that first shot, he's going to kind of like start snapping out of it. Like he's going to jump up, and then as long as you're quiet, he'll go back to sleep. But right behind his head here is where the shrine pedestal is. And once again, guys, we don't have to kill the Hinox. We can just rob the Hinox. So as far as making this as easy as humanly possible goes, I do like to throw some campfires down just because, again, it helps light the area up a little bit. You can kind of see objects. You can kind of see a little bit of what's going on. So do like kind of one on either side of the opening there. So yeah, if you really want to fight him, you're going to have to light as many light sources as possible. There's really going to be no way around that. Uh-oh, he woke up that time. That's a problem. Well, hopefully he just goes back to sleep. I don't know if he can see me in the dark. Oh wow, he can see me in the dark. That's new. That's actually quite unfortunate that he can see me in the dark. Okay, well, I already woke him up, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish him. Use stasis here, that helps you get the eye shot. And then you can just use the bone system, you know, and go in here and finish him off. But yeah, if I was more on the ball, I would have just let him go back to sleep and I would have robbed him instead of trying to kill him. In fact, maybe I can get him to go back to sleep. I don't know if he's still aggroed on me. Probably. I like to put the that was not smart. I like to put the campfires down, like in the corners. Because again, it just kind of helps to outline like where your battleground is here. And he's really not going to leave me alone, is he? I might have to like climb up and over these walls to get out of this area. I like how they give you a torch here, just in case you want to use the torch to light like all the fires. He threw a rock. Go to bed! It's past your bedtime. Brush your teeth and go to bed. I'm not going to tell you again. Now let me smell your breath. You didn't brush your teeth. Go back and brush your teeth. I've never had that conversation with my kids. I think he's still awake. There we go. Wait. Yeah, now I hear him snoring. Okay, this time I'm going to go rob him. But again, guys, if you want to kill him, it's tough to do. Just try to light as many fire sources as possible without waking him up. So these 2 torches here might not be the best idea, as I just demonstrated. In fact, I think there's another torch over here somewhere around this... maybe not. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and mount him and steal from him. We're going to get that orb off his body. Well, I really can't see with that at all. Royal bow, huh? What is that royal bow? Durability! Honestly, I've had a lot of attack power up in this stream. I probably shouldn't be complaining. Alright, so just go ahead and grab that orb right off his body. As long as you got full stealth running, you can do that. Now, if you don't have the stealth clothing, you can eat a high power, you know, stealth meal or elixir. And that will also do the job. And we are out of here. Yeah, Wanda, I'm glad to hear that that helped, the old video, because I think I did it the hard way back then. I think I put down like a ton of campfires. I think I actually killed him, you know, it's difficult. You cannot see what you're doing. So, I'm glad it was still helpful. And I hated the idea of running around in the dark for a half an hour, you know, where no one could see what was going on or what was happening. But there's no other way to do it, because the lights never come on here. Like, ever. So again, guys, this Hinox, it is dead east of that bridge. I was way off on my pin there. For some reason, I thought it was farther north. But it is very hard east from that little bridge. Booyah. There, that should help a little bit with map overview. Exactly where that Hinox is hiding. Now, where's my shrine? It should be glowing! Okay, there it is. Wait, the shrine's on the other side? I don't remember that. I thought the shrine was right by the pedestal. Well, I'm really remembering that wrong. Alright, folks, so I genuinely... Oh, stand by. Alright, folks, so I genuinely hope that helps you all out. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, comment, I always appreciate those things. Until the next time, happy hunting. We're not quite done streaming yet. I still want to get the treasure chests. So yeah, unfortunately, this is where I just have to run around in the dark and get it done. I'll show you how I do it. You know, y'all can do it however you so desire. The only bad thing is there's like bats and stuff that'll pop out, a couple of wolves, and you can't see them. So like it just makes it difficult to do your treasure looting in this area. It's still fun, just it can be difficult. Alright, so... just follow the Sheikah Slate. Go through the dark, you know. There's no other way to do it. Follow that Sheikah Slate. Climb over objects as needed. And again, having that ice weapon equipped will just help you to not have to worry about, you know, keeping an arrow out at all times with your flame or your shock. Oh, I walked right over that chest. Jeepers. And speaking of the wolves that are going to come out at you, I already hear it. And the good thing is you can kind of see their eyeballs running around. There it is, right in front of me. Of course, he ran the other way when I tried to get him. Oh yeah, and I forgot about the bombs, guys. You can actually just carry a bomb around too, and that helps with a little bit of a glow there. In fact, I'll get the ice weapon off, and you can kind of see what that looks like. Again, it's not great, but it gives you a little something there, just another option. to help you kind of sort of see what's going on. Okay, so next on the hit list, we got another chest coming up this direction. Running in the dark. Flying in the dark, and I just flew right over one. Aha! Nice little hiding spot for a chest. Especially a chest in the dark. Star fragment. Okay, so the chests might be tough to find here, but they're lucrative here. I always love treasure hunting in my Typhoid ruins. It's just fun. I like how they gave the diversity, of having something different to do in the game. That's one thing about BotW is I never felt bored. Like, everything was just a little bit different. I loved all the little challenges they threw in here. Alright, so off in this direction, we have yet another chest. Come on, I really can't see what's going on here. I'm on a statue thingy, I guess. Oh, I'm in the mud. Nope, not okay. Yikes! So the good thing is it'll put you back on land like where you entered the mud, so it's not like it starts you over in some weird area. But this might be the one that's difficult because you have to find like a walking path to get out to this one. So follow the mud around, and that'll lead you to this, excuse me, this little area where you have a downed statue, and a little bit of a footpath to get over to that chest. Nice. And just to kind of show you how I got over there, I guess I'll just do like a trail of leaves or something. Alright, once we got that squared. Now you're on an island. The only way off of this little area is to go back the way you came. So yeah, just look for that thing again, that statue. That'll get you back across into the mainland. The mainland. The island. Okay, got another beeper beep in here. Wonder what's next. Oh, that's right. Some random, like, loose stuff out here, too. Oh, nuts. I dropped my other rock breaker, apparently. Okay, treasure chest is right here somewhere. Am I standing on it? I thought it was taking me right into that spot, but I got shiny rocked, literally. And I went after that luminous stone instead. Okay, it should be right below here somewhere. Yippers. Awful, huh? Whoops. Nice touch with the flame enemies here. Alright, what's next on the hit list? Back over this direction. Get off of there, Link. A lot of treasure chests here, too. It's not just one or two. There's like a lot of chests here. I hope I showed the map overview for that one. Yeah, I think I did. I ran right into a wall. Smack! Of course, Link has sticky fingers, so he likes to climb everything. Okay, this is the one that's elevated a little bit. Not far off from where that Hinox was. Opal, yeah, that could have been better. So I guess it's not all fabulous loot here. Ooh, a torch, huh? Don't mind if I do. Wow, where is this thing? It's like halfway across Hyrule. Okay, it's above me. Ouch. Aha! That's right, I forgot about this one. Yeah, that could have definitely been better. Okay, and that might be it for Typhoid Ruins here. I'll work back to the center area here just so I'm not running around in the dark, and I'll make sure my Sheikah Slate is no longer beeping. But I do believe we found our final chest. Nothing is beeping. Okay, so yeah, we're pretty much done here. So that's it, guys. That is the map of Typhoid Ruins. I definitely hope that helps you all out. If you wouldn't mind, take a moment, like, share, subscribe, and comment. I always appreciate those things. And as always, until the next time, best of luck, happy hunting. Wow, guys, 2.5 hours today. Longer stream. Good stuff, though. Always enjoy this little challenge puzzle. So much fun. And I see I have no chat here to catch up on, so I guess I'll go ahead and bid y'all farewell. Guys, it was an awesome weekend. I hope you guys had a good weekend as well. I'm going to be getting into some other games here real soon, guys. As a matter of fact, within the next couple of days, you're going to be seeing a new schedule coming out. I'm going to be trying to co-play Hogwarts and Star Wars Outlaws. I'll have to figure out which days are going to be which, but I want to do Star Wars Outlaws a little bit early. Again, just in case somebody buys the game on launch day, which is the 4th of next month, the 4th of September, for Switch 2. I want there to be, a little bit of content ready to rock and roll so that they can get into the game a little bit. See, I need to start that early. I'll probably start that here during the week sometime. I won't be able to do the noon streams Monday through Friday, unfortunately, so I know that's not going to be time zone friendly. So I apologize in advance to our European friends. But hopefully you guys will be able to catch up on those, the next day or whatever. So yeah, that'll probably be evening time, here in the States. Not exactly sure what time yet. I'll have to get my new physical therapy schedule together and figure that part out. But yeah, it should be fun, guys. A lot coming up on the channel here. And then there's still Metroid Prime 4. I'm not holding my breath. You might as well say it's September already. I know it's like a week away, whatever. It's almost September. And we still do not have a release date for Metroid Prime 4. That's not a good warm and fuzzy. Yeah, they've been getting the game rated abroad. Yeah, they got the game rating together stuff going on. That's great. But historically, when Nintendo has not given a hard release date this late in the year, the release doesn't happen this year. So again, I'm not holding my breath. Chances are pretty good that I won't be playing Metroid Prime 4 until 2026. That's okay. Again, I'm not holding my breath. If it happens, I'll be pleasantly surprised, and that'll be a good thing. So, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, long story short, there's a lot of new games coming up for the channel here. So guys, again, hope you all have a good week. We'll see you back next week. Peace out, y'all. Yep, absolutely, guys. Happy to do it. And definitely thank you all for hanging out. Definitely make it enjoyable. Peace out, y'all.